Hey, what's going on, Chapel Middle School? So glad you made it. As you know, everything we do is to help you move one step closer to God and each other through Christ. So, with that, it's time for a special announcement. Wow, that was very, very dizzying. Hey, so excited to tell you about our drive-through adventure that we are doing on Saturday, October 10th. So here's what's going to happen. From 1 o'clock to 1:30, we're going to have people at every campus at Sandusky, Port Clinton, and Norwalk. And we are going to have for you a scavenger hunt that is points-based. So what's going to happen is you'll come to the church, you hand us the release form signed, and we'll hand you your scavenger hunt. And then right then is when your clock begins. You and your family, or you and your small group, whoever it is, you will have 90 minutes to score as many points as possible. And then you have to bring it back 90 minutes later to the church. Every minute that you're late, you lose 1,000 points. So don't be late, all right? So it's gonna be awesome. Again, bring your family. If your family is unavailable, go with a small group leader and go and have fun. It's absolutely free, doesn't cost you anything, but you can compete your way to fame and fortune and at least bragging rights for the next time that we do this. That's the drive-through adventure on Saturday, October 10th. Now, all right, these videos or intros are getting cheesier and cheesier. Hey, we have a great show for you. We have the second part of our FAM series. But of course, you know, we got to start it with the Chapel Middle School Game of the Week. Let's do it! Chapel Middle School, welcome to the Game of the Week. So glad you were able to come hang out with us. Hey, this last week we played a little game called Where's Elvis? And 7 of you, fine young people, commented and told us your scores. So let's check out how well you did. Addison and Alex, congratulations, nice job. We did not get a score from them, how many points, but they did find all 5 Elvises, so nice job. Next up, we got you. Nice job, Abby, you with 11 million points. Nice job, that means you were finding them pretty quick. Next up, her brother, Alan, also with 11 million points. They must have worked together on it, I'm guessing. Next, we had Nathan with 17 million points. Nice job. All right, second place, we got Grant B. Nice job, Grant, the newcomer, won last week, but not this week. You know, 29 million points was a lot. His brother had just a couple more. Congratulations to Derek B with 31 million points. Wow, that is a lot. Nice job. That was very quick. 7 people comment. I'm just going to pick from one of the 7 of you, and we're going to go from there. And whoever wins it will get a $10 gift card. Nice job. And we'll play this week's game together. So let's see who it's going to be. I have Elvis cards for everyone here. Let's see. We got Addison, Derek, who's that? Addie, Nate, Grant, Alex. All right, we're going to shuffle these cards, make sure that they all get organized and split up and all that. All right, here we go. Holding my hand right here, and I'm going to hit this thing of papers, and whoever stays left, that will be who's playing. Here we go, ready? And who wins? Alex. All right, Alex, nice job. Let's give him a call. Hey, what's up, Alex?
Hi.
You're looking good, man. I like those glasses, the hair, very smooth. Where are you right now?
I'm in Bay Village.
All right, well, congratulations, Alex. So, we're going to do 2 things. Number 1, I need to know where to send what gift card, like what gift card you want to what, and then I have a game for us to play.
Okay.
$10 anywhere you want.
GameStop.
GameStop. All right, done deal. That's an easy one. You know what you're gonna buy?
No, not really.
Very good. All right. Well, I will send that to you this week, so you will have it in hopefully just a few days.
Okay.
All right, man. Hey, we're gonna play a game together. This game is called.
It's 2020. We can't believe it.
In the comments below, you guys let us know who you predict is going to win. Do you think Alex is going to win, or do you think it'll be Maverick and me? All right, that's right. We're going to win. All right, you ready, Alex?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Welcome to the best game you've ever played about the weirdest year in the existence of mankind. My name is Ted, and I'll be your host. Before we begin, let me tell you how to answer. Typically, we like to answer questions using A, B, C, and D, but in 2020, you get to strike a pose instead.
Ooh, nice.
Simply mimic the pose beside the answer that you want. That's it. But hurry up, because you only have 10 seconds to lock in your answer.
Oh, that's quick.
The winner gets all of the money in your youth pastor's wallet. Let's get ready to play.
Yikes.
In a bizarre incident in one of Uttar Pradesh's largest government hospitals, Blank attacked a lab technician, snatched vials containing blood samples from 3 coronavirus patients, and escaped.
Which one do you think it is?
Lock in your answer
Only
now.
10 seconds. Which one? I don't know. A rat? All right, Alex, what did you guess?
A raccoon.
A what? Which one did you guess?
A raccoon.
A raccoon, and we guessed a rat. Let's see what the answer is.
Let's see what it was.
Yay!
Wow. We
One.
did not do very good on that one. All right, we're O for O.
All right, all you cool cats and kittens, let's see what's next. Instead of filling their audience with humans, an opera house in Barcelona, Spain filled their auditorium with blank. Strike your pose now.
Mannequins, fake people like the people at the mall. Dehydrated meat. Stuffed animals. Come on. Stuffed animals. What did you pick, Alex?
I chose mannequins.
Me
Mannequins.
too.
All right.
And the correct answer was
Oh,
Yay!
I did not guess that. You didn't guess that either. Number 3.
let's keep playing. Unlike the 2020 Olympics. A police department in Oregon told residents on a Facebook post, "It's hard to believe that we even have to post this. Do not call 911 just because you blank. You will survive without our assistance." You have 10 seconds to decide.
What do you think, man?
What was that?
I can say run out of toilet paper. I pick this up every time. All right, what did you pick, Alex?
I picked cough.
I picked ran out of toilet paper.
It's 1-1.
You are not going to believe
1-1.
this.
Yay!
Oh my word. All right. Hey, we're on the board.
Yeah.
This game has been the best thing since March. Let's keep playing. A visitor to an Irish beach captured video of the arrival of an unusual fellow beachgoer, a blank that came running out of the sea. Good luck finding the answer on this one.
A leprechaun. I'm going to say a cow.
Let's
do you
say
You're saying a moose. What do you say, Alex?
a leprechaun.
What do you say?
A leprechaun.
A leprechaun?
This is crazy, but the answer is
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Wow.
I don't know. That'd be a long-term swimmer. Good night. All right. That means I'm up 2 points to 1 point. Is that right?
Yeah.
Double the points.
you are on a roll, like toilet paper, which is gone. On July 4th, 2020, Kanye West announced his running for the United States presidential election and selected blank as his running mate.
Oh my word,
Lock
I
in your
have
answer
no
now.
idea. I'm gonna say Donna Donsers. What do you say? You're saying berry tiddlywinks?
Yeah.
Man,
Alex, who do you pick?
It has a
very
lightning.
tiddlywinks.
You're picking tiddlywinks too?
Yeah.
There's no way you guys are gonna win this one.
Yeah, it is.
Here's our answer.
Shout if you got it correct.
Now, Kanye West is pushing back on any criticism, insisting that this is not a publicity stunt. He said the running mate will be a preacher from Wyoming who describes herself as a physical life coach. And even though he says he is serious about running for president, he actually has never voted for one.
Oh, is Michelle Tidball the answer? Oh, none of us got that. Well, there you go. There you go, Alex. Congratulations on winning. And I hope you'll watch this next week when we do week 2. Or I guess, yeah, I hope you're watching right now. How weird is that? Is there anything you would like to tell your future self?
Nothing that I can think of off of the top of my head.
All right, hope you have a great week, buddy.
You too.
All right, see you, Alex.
Bye.
All right. Hey, how did you do on the game? Let us know in the comments below. Let us know if you got 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. Surely you did better than me. Hey, next up is our message for this week. This is the second week of our family series called Fam. So I'm really excited about what we're going to share today. Special guest speaker. Looking forward to hearing from her, actually. Pretty cool. So let me pray for us as we prepare to listen to what God has to say this morning from His Word. God, thank you so much for your goodness. Thank you for the families you've given us. Not every one of them is perfect, obviously, because we are part of them. We are imperfect people. So thank you for your never-ending love and speak to us, Lord, through your word. We love you. Amen.
In the animal kingdom, gorillas often greet each other with a hug. Certain species of penguins propose to their partner with a pebble. Female lions do all the hunting for their family. Orcas live with their parents their whole lives. While every family is different and every family is unique, the truth is, they're still our fam.
One time, my family and I went to the mall because my mom wanted to buy some clothes for herself. Whenever we go shopping with my mom, it's always just really boring, and maybe you can relate to this, because when I was growing up, we didn't have fun things in the mall like a merry-go-round and things like that. The only fun thing in the mall was the food court. But we went to this department store with my mom, and my older sister was like, hey, let's play hide and go seek. So I'm like, all right, that sounds like an awesome idea. So my sister, she's counting, and I have to try and find a place to hide, and I find the most perfect hiding spot. And it was in the middle of like one of those circular clothes hanging racks. So I had to crawl under, and I was short enough so I could stand right in the middle of all of these clothes, and it's a circular clothing rack, and it was just the most epic hiding spot you could ever be in. But then I started getting worried. I was like, well, maybe this is so good that my sister's not gonna be able to find me. So then I start kind of like shifting the clothes around and pushing it around just to give my sister a clue as to where exactly I was hiding. So I'm like pushing, and then I noticed like this really cool like wave pattern started to happen with all of these clothes. So I'm just like pushing and going with the motions, of this wave, and then all of a sudden the clothes rack just like tips over. And not only does the clothes rack tip over, but the clothes rack like next to this clothes rack also tips over. And I'm like crawling out like, what just happened? And my mom is standing like totally mortified that we have just embarrassed her as a family. Like it was pretty bad. But maybe you can relate, because your family has had a few less than perfect moments of their own. Maybe like me, you feel like your family situation is a lot messier than other people's. But can I let you in on a secret? We all feel this way at some point. You aren't alone. This is true for every single one of our families, because no family is a perfect family. Maybe there's a lot of tension in your home. Some families slam doors, argue a lot, or yell. Some families have a lot going on, but never actually talk about it. You just sense it. You feel the stress in the room when your family talks about money, vacation, holidays, step siblings, or any number of things. And that tension makes your house a stressful place to live. Or maybe you've discovered some things about people in your family that you wish you didn't know. Secrets about relationships, affairs, legal problems, or bad decisions. Secrets that have hurt people and caused problems in your home. Maybe for you, the problem in your family is something like abuse, or neglect, or addiction, or abandonment. You may feel really alone in those situations. And if you are, I want to encourage you today to speak up, to open up to an adult here like you're a group leader who can help you navigate that in a healthy way. Or maybe your family is facing other big problems. You're dealing with things like divorce, remarriage, a parent who left and never looked back, siblings who are always in trouble. Maybe it's even something like illness or death. Things like that can certainly leave your family feeling less than perfect. Honestly, no matter what it is that you're dealing with at home, I think that's true for all of us. That in some way or another, no family is a perfect family. What's difficult about this is that sometimes we think that nothing good could ever come from an imperfect family. That God couldn't use us if we come from a family like that. But as we'll see today, that couldn't be further from the truth. Here's the thing about the Bible. Some of the people in it are kind of messed up. Their lives weren't perfect, and a lot of their families weren't either. In fact, there's one family in the Bible whose story I love. Not only was their family totally dysfunctional, but God still did big things through them. I think the same can be true for us. The story starts with a man named Abraham. God promised Abraham a lot of descendants, and he promised to use that family in a big way. Pretty cool, right? Abraham had a son named Isaac, and Isaac had 2 sons. And Isaac had 2 sons, twins named Jacob and Esau. All right, Jacob and Esau. And even though they were twins, these 2 guys were very different from each other. They looked different. They acted different. They had different interests. And all of these differences caused a lot of drama between these 2 boys. Now, here's where it gets crazy. Even though Jacob and Esau were twins, Esau was born first, which was a really big deal. For one, being firstborn meant that Esau got the birthright. Ta-da! He would be in charge of the family wealth and property when their father Isaac died. And second, being the firstborn meant that Esau not only got the birthright, but he also got the blessing. Ah. So that meant that he received the family's future wealth and prosperity. And since this family came from Abraham, Esau's blessing also included all of the promises that God had made to Abraham. Promises to make their name great, to do big things with their family, and to bless all the people through this one family. As you can imagine, Jacob, the younger twin, didn't love the situation because as the second-born, he wasn't going to get the birthright or the blessing. Now, their mother, Rebecca, favored Jacob over Esau. So together, Jacob and his mom, they came up with a plan. First, Jacob convinced Esau to promise the birthright to him. And honestly, it didn't take much convincing. Esau was starving, so Jacob offered him some food in exchange for the birthright. That doesn't seem like an even trade to me, but haven't we all made some crazy decisions when we're hungry? With the birthright now his, all Jacob needed to do was trick his father Isaac into giving the blessing to him instead of to his brother Esau. Now, because Isaac was older and towards the end of his life, his eyesight wasn't so great. Jacob's mom helped disguise Jacob as his brother Esau so that Isaac would give him Esau's blessing. And here's the crazy thing. It worked. Isaac gave Jacob the blessing that was promised to Esau. Of course, when Esau came in a few moments later, he had no idea what his brother Jacob had done. When their father Isaac realized what had happened, look at how it played out. When Esau heard his father's words, he burst out with a loud and bitter cry and said to his father, "Bless me, me too, my father." But he said, "Your brother came deceitfully and took your blessing." Esau said, "Isn't he rightly named Jacob? This is the second time he's taken advantage of me. He took my birthright, and now he's taken my blessing." Then he asked, "Haven't you reserved any blessing for me?" Isaac answered Esau, "I have made him lord over you and made all his relatives his servants, and I have sustained him with grain and new wine. So what can I possibly do for you, my son?" Esau said to his father, "Do you have only one blessing, my father? Bless me too, my father." Then Esau wept aloud. Trust me, it only got worse from there. After some heated conversation, we come to find out that Esau planned to kill his younger brother Jacob. Their mother sent Jacob away to protect him, breaking up their family completely. What's the point of this insane story? Well, it's that the story didn't just stop there. Sure, this family was a mess, but in spite of all of that, God still had an important future planned for them. He had promised something great to Abraham, and a messed up family wasn't going to change that. Their family didn't have to be perfect for God to use them. Hundreds of years after this had happened, the writer of the book in the Bible called Hebrews looked back on the story. And there, the writer didn't talk about the mess or the bad choices or the pain in this family. Instead, they wrote this: "By faith, Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau in regard to their future." Isaac did eventually pass on a blessing to Esau. It wasn't the same as the original blessing that Jacob stole, but it was something. It was an act of faith. Even though there was a lot of really bad moments in their family, the very act of Isaac passing on a blessing to his family was an act of faith. It was a way of saying, "I believe what God is about to do in our family and that it's true. I believe He has something good for us and in our future." God had a plan for this imperfect family. And even in the middle of so much pain and so many problems, they trusted Him to come through. And that's what I want for each of us. You see, your family doesn't have to be perfect for God to use it. Seeing how God didn't forget about a less than perfect family back then can give you hope that He'll do the same for your family today. In fact, for a lot of you, the most hopeful thing about this lesson is that no family is a perfect family, but God works anyways. Being imperfect isn't the end of the story, which is a huge relief. You don't have to be perfect for God to use you, and your family members don't have to be perfect for God to use them. You don't have to come from a perfect family to be able to do amazing things. Here's what I want you to try. First, choose to believe God is working anyway. Your family will mess up. They aren't perfect. Your siblings will borrow your stuff without asking. Your stepmom will yell at you. Your dad will disappoint you. No matter what your family looks like, they aren't going to be perfect. The next time that happens, instead of getting frustrated and shutting down, have faith that God will somehow use your family anyways, that He's working for your good, that He's with you in the mess of your family, and that He can still use your family for His good. And second, stay connected to your family. Most of us tend to want to avoid our families when things get really messy. We stay in our room, we put our earbuds in, we keep our eyes glued to the screen, we just ignore everyone and everything. But what if, instead, you made the choice to stay connected? What if you tried to talk to your mom, or hang out with your grandpa, or forgive your siblings? Trust me, you don't want to miss out on being part of the incredible story that God is writing in your family. So this week, try to stay connected to your family even if you don't feel like it. Now, here's the thing. For some of you, I know that staying connected to your family isn't the best option. In fact, it's not an option at all, because the stuff that makes your family imperfect is more than just frustrations or annoyances. It's things like abuse, neglect, alcohol, and drugs. It's the kind of stuff that makes staying connected to your family simply not safe. If that's you, I want to encourage you to instead connect with someone who is like family. Open up to a group leader, a teacher, a neighbor, a coach, or any trusted adult in your life who cares about you. Connect with them about what's happening in your home so that they can help you take the next best step. I know that may be scary, but adults like your group leader are here for you for that very purpose. to connect with you when you need it the most. Remember, your family doesn't have to be perfect for God to use it. God uses imperfect people and imperfect families for His good. I believe that's true in my family, and I definitely believe it can be true in your family too. Now, as you head to group, hopefully it's comforting to know that you aren't the only one who has an imperfect family. That maybe the person sitting next to you has a story similar to yours. It's normal to feel like you're the only one going through something. But what's great about your group is that you can connect with someone who knows how you feel. And in the process of doing that, you get a chance to learn about all the things God is doing in your lives. As you head a group, I want you to think about this question. What's one great thing you hope God will do in your family?
All right, wow, what a great message for families and for us and our family. A lot of takeaway there. So I hope you'll continue the conversation at home with our small group leader questions, and I hope you have an amazing week. Looking forward to seeing you at our drive-through adventure. Take care.